cats, the man who's formed art pieces out of painted car parts and littered them across his front yard, the couple who've carved mysterious symbols in the bark of a tree and hung a plaque on the limbs declaring themselves lovers of evergreens, while fir needles blanket their dilapidated roof and hang in a shroud of spider webs from the sagging eaves. I fear that Dwayne Durbin is becoming the latest neighborhood weirdo. Ever since the accident that broke his leg and temporarily incapacitated him, he's taken to spying on the properties across Lakewood Bay, his leg wrapped in a cast from ankle to thigh, his eyes glued to a pair of binoculars. A strange, chortling sound issues from his throat. He can tell you more about the Palermo's dog and the Wilsons' new alarm system than you should ever want to know. I've sort of avoided him these last few weeks. He's drawn me into watching the sexcapades of a nameless couple whose energetic and inventive forms of copulation both impress and shock me, which is saying a lot. Dwayne has named all the houses/families he spies on. These two he calls Tab A and Slot B. Their stamina and vitality, while inserting said Tab A into Slot B, makes me wonder about my own tepid sex life. Lately, a few random kisses are all I can measure in the plus column, which is the main reason I've been avoiding Dwayne, my newly refined awareness of him. Yes, he's an attractive member of the male gender, but so what? Dwayne is still my boss/business partner, and that is it. Thinking about him in any romantic context is just plain trouble. I reminded myself of this as I parked my Volvo wagon next to his truck, which sat on the concrete pad outside his cabana. I'd told him I would bring lunch, and so I had. The white bag, containing a stack of plastic containers, lay on the passenger seat. Before I climbed out of the car, I took a deep breath. I'd been using the excuse that, as temporary lead investigator for Dwayne Durbin Investigations, of which only Dwayne and I count as company employees, I was too busy digging into the death of one Roland Hatchmere III, and most beloved ex-husband of our client, Violet Purcell, to hang around much. I'd gone so far as to call from my cell phone near heavy freeway interchanges and scream over the roar of the traffic that I would report in when I was closer to Lake Chinook, the town in which we both reside. It's a testament to Dwayne's interest in his friends across the bay that he hasn't been calling me on my bullshit. He knows me too well to seriously believe me. Honestly, I don't think he notices that I'm having such a hard time with the current form of our relationship, which should piss me off, but worries me more than anything else. When Dwayne asked me to bring him a burger from Standish's, I finally broke down and agreed. What can I say? I want to see him. Still, I couldn't make myself be little Miss Fetch-all, so in a moment of pure orneriness, I drove to a nearby deli neither of us had tried before, and bought an array of items in little clear boxes that looked great, but might be more healthy than either of us can stand. Why did I do this? I don't want to even speculate. As I let myself into his cabana, I put my feelings for Dwayne aside as best I could, and instead scolded myself for not being further along on the Violet Purcell matter. The problem for me is Violet herself. Before Dwayne's accident, she'd made a strong play for him, and they looked to be heading into that you woman, me man thing with the speed of a locomotive. I hadn't liked it one bit, and so I was having trouble treating Violet as a paying client who needed rescuing. To be fair, Violet is currently so distracted by her own problems that she appears to have no interest in Dwayne whatsoever. I'm not going to be fooled, however, because these things have a habit of resurfacing just when you're sure it's safe to go back in the water. Not that Dwayne's for me.